Welcome to Fashion and Fuckboys, episode 11.
Woo-hoo!
Clap, clap.
Clap.
Oh,
Clap,
my
clap.
penis so
Your penis? Marie, I thought we weren't going to tell people about your penis till episode 25.
Well, listen, the people know now. It's out there. It is what it is.
You know, we live in a world where you can be free and have...
I can be me. Bars.
Did you see my song that I wrote and choreographed?
You didn't write no song. Let me hear.
I ain't got no hoes. I ain't got no hoes. Oh, where did my hoes go? Where did my hoes go? That's all I got right now.
No, that's good. That's good. I like that.
Right?
I like that. That's good. That could take off.
At first, I didn't know if I wrote it.
Yeah. But you know, it's probably plenty of people singing that ditty.
Yeah, and then I really had to analyze, like, what is going on with my love life?
He caught you.
I gotta take a sip to that, honey.
Take a sip to that. He caught you.
Oh, Jesus.
He caught you. Let's not go there yet.
All right, sorry.
I know it's touchy for you.
Oh, crack. The crack is whack. That nigga's crack.
It's gonna be all right. It's gonna be all right.
Crack.
It's gonna be all right.
Ooh, Jesus.
All right, fashion addicts and fuckboys, if you're listening.
Hello. Thanks for joining us.
So we've decided that during the month of February, that we should big up some black people. Why not? It's Black History Month.
And we're popping.
And we should let them be popping too.
Exactly.
Or at least announce their poppingness.
And acknowledge that we
Acknowledge their poppingness,
their
right,
poppingness.
exactly.
So,
Fuck it. Fashion,
it's only right
of course.
that we start with
One of our favorites.
one of our favorites, whom also was one of our first guests.
Oh, that's true.
She was our first guest, Jacqueline Cooper, VP of Laquan
Shout out to the
Smith.
firsties.
Yes, right? So our first fashion honoree.
Honoree is a good
I
word.
like that word, right?
Black History Month honoree
For fashion.
for
that
fashion
we love.
that we love.
Of course, it's going to be Laquan Smith.
Hand claps for that.
Hand clap for Laquan Smith.
And so throwing that okra as well.
We need everything. We need we need
Yes.
hand claps. We need everything for Laquan. Laquan
Standing
is
ovation.
so dear and special to us.
We love him.
He's so dope.
Yeah.
Actually, today I got a chance to watch them work behind the scenes.
Ooh, you're not supposed to be talking about that.
No, we're not supposed to show what happened.
Okay.
I could talk about it.
Okay.
So he did his casting today.
Let Kalia at first tell everybody who Laquan Smith is.
That is true. Kalia.
Kalia, tell us who Laquan
Who
Smith
Laquan is.
Tell us everything he's done with the world.
So Laquan Smith was born in Queens, and he spent his years being instructed by his grandmother, debuted his line in 2013, and so he really cultivated his private order clientele, which spans the globe from Lagos to London, and so he's headquartered in Long Island City.
We have to work on your TV reporter voice.
Why? Her voice is
From Lagos to London, Laquan Smith has been doing the... That's what I want from you. Back to you, ladies.
Oh, we want more personality.
She gonna fuck us up after this.
That's true. We didn't give her enough champagne for that. We only got one bottle.
It's your fault, Ron.
It's your fault, Ron.
It's your fault. So, yeah. Finish telling us about your behind the scenes.
So, a couple of things I learned today. So, of course, his show is on Sunday.
Yes, can't wait for that. It's Fashion Week, by the way.
It is Fashion Week.
We forgot to mention that.
So his
It's
show
Black History Month and Fashion Week. Ooh.
Ooh. So his show is on Sunday. So he's doing his final touches, his last minute model picks, his preparation, his looks, and
doing there.
it is amazing. Yes. I was in there like a kid in a candy store.
I believe it.
Because that's why I was late for us.
I know. Yes, I know.
So just watching people work behind the scene and seeing all the intricateness of it, all the people
involved.
Because it's a lot of work for 20 minutes.
That's true.
And
not even.
Yeah.
The 20 minutes. It's like 5 minutes.
No, Marie. Oh God.
A runway show is like 5 minutes, baby.
A runway show is a minimum of 10 minutes.
Are you crazy?
I am crazy.
It's not 10 minutes. It's not even 5 minutes.
I'm crazy in love. with Laquan Smith.
Me too.
So no, it was really fun today watching him work, watching the behind the scenes,
Yeah.
and you know, getting a feel of what it is that he does.
We love Laquan Smith. He's the shit. We can't wait for the show on Sunday.
And
Yeah.
we will keep
Be
you
there,
guys posted.
looking cute.
Hello, we're ready for that.
But yes, Laquan Smith for Black History Month. What is it?
What do you mean?
Laquan Smith, Black History Month honoree of fashion that we love. Next.
That was beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. I
Okay.
tried.
You did good. You did good. Who's next, Kalia? No, wait. We say who's
She gonna kill it now. Watch.
We say who's next. Next up is Kalia. Drum roll.
Dapper Dan, born in Harlem, USA. So Dapper Dan really got his start in the early 80s. He really did a trademark using the bold usage of logos from high-end luxury brands like Gucci, Louis Vuitton, Fendi. So he, dressed a lot of rappers, a lot of drug dealers in the early era. And so now he recently started a deal with Gucci.
Yes, Dapper Dan.
Back to
for the
you.
culture.
Oh, she gave us a back to you and everything.
Yes, I missed the back to you talking.
I know you missed
Yes,
that
Kalia,
part.
that was good.
It was better.
It was
wasn't
better.
good.
It was I was ready to just give it up. I don't want no problems.
No, we got it. You gotta
Okay,
keep
we
motivated.
got me. Okay, all right.
Can't be nice.
Yeah, that was better, Kalia.
Much better, because you know
better.
what? Her tone went down in the middle of the description.
You want beef?
I don't want no beef. Sorry. She's like, wrap it up, bitch.
Anyway,
Wrap
so
it up.
yes, Dapper Dan. We love Dapper Dan for what he's done for the culture.
Yeah, I love that he was able to reconnect, because I feel like
That's true, too.
I feel like a lot of creatives are so slighted because they're not acknowledged for what it is that they've brought to the table.
That's true, and they have the right to be.
Yeah, of course. So the fact that Gucci reached out or whatever was always in
I don't
contact.
think he reached out. Gucci reached out to him.
No, I'm saying Gucci reached out. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. The fact
Oh, okay.
that Gucci reached out.
Yeah.
The fact that Gucci reached out and is able to now.
Laura over here eating cinnamon bread. It's just bread.
Lord.
Sorry, I know the problems. I've been there.
No more.
Hungry. Anyway. So no, yeah. I like that too. I feel what you're saying. Like
Yeah.
he's been able to progress over the years and still be appreciated in this time
And stay
for
current.
shit that right, exactly, stay current.
And we love.
I love
that.
his old shit, like that big puff balloon Louis Vuitton jacket, or monogram jacket from years ago. That epic picture.
Yeah.
I would wear that today.
I would wear that today too.
I think Gucci tried to revamp it, but it wasn't as cool.
Yeah.
It wasn't as cool. Like to be honest, I'm not really a fan of the current Dapper Dan and Gucci stuff. To be honest, I mean, like I said, I appreciate what he's done for the culture.
And
but
if somebody buys it for me, I'm wearing it.
I gotta
but
be
I
honest
would.
with you, I'm not.
You would? Girl, buy
I'm not.
it. Girl, yes, you would.
Can I have my opinion of myself?
No, because it's a lie. So you don't get to have that opinion. Somebody
Anyway.
has some Gucci things and you're wearing it.
You're a liar. If you seen something that you didn't like, you wouldn't wear it. I've
If
seen you turn
I-
shit down.
I-
Anyway. If you don't want to wear it, then it looks Spanish or whatever the fuck else you say about it.
I love Spanish.
Anyway,
Don't mix me.
you becoming real PC for the run that you want. Now that you want to hear.
We famous now. I'm very PC.
Whatever. All right.
Gucci.
Speaking of Gucci,
Oh, Gucci. Oh.
that mask or whatever,
You know what I think that is, though?
it's really skimming the line. It's towing the line.
Okay, let's first explain what it is that we're
Okay.
saying. So Gucci's created a sweater that is black face. So it comes over your face. 'Cause
It's a turtleneck.
Super close. It's a turtleneck. And when it comes over your face, it's
The mouth
the
and lips are out.
Bojango lips. And
The lips are out and they're
the lips
red.
are out and they're red. At this point and at this juncture, I kind of feel like it was not a scam. What's the word I'm looking for? Like a
Intentional
ploy.
for-
Like it was intentional for it to go viral, and it was intentional to get a rise. And what happens is, because I'm sorry to say, and I don't care who wants to argue with me, we don't stick together. So the blacks don't stick together. We get mad and we repost. And at the end of the day, that is all that they wanted. The repost and the publicity, and that's free publicity. So I feel like they were just jumping on the free
That's actually
publicity.
an excellent point.
I feel like they were just jumping on the free publicity bandwagon, and they wanted us to get mad and repost and then get over it and buy Gucci next week.
Well, the plan
That,
works.
and the plan worked, because that's all that's going to happen. We don't
true.
stick together. classic example, even though the Super Bowl was, the ratings were the worst that it has been for the last 10 years, but at the end of the day, I kind of feel
It was
like
a bad Super game, though.
it
It was
was
a bad Super Bowl game.
it was a
That's
bad game,
why.
but it doesn't even matter because even in them doing it in Atlanta was a slap in the face because Atlanta should have been a ghost town. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's just, we just don't stick together. At this point, it's so obvious, and we're a laughing stock around the world.
Yeah.
Around the world, and it is what it is at this point. So I feel like that's just a ploy that they used to get a rise out of us to create more sales. Like, almost like that's their new marketing plan. Like, how can we make the blacks mad? Because when they're mad, they repost and they give us free publicity.
Listen, you went so deep that I don't even have a comeback. I wasn't ready for that.
I was ready for them. Cause that's all that is. That's so obvious. Cause this, come on. Prada did the bag the other day. Now Gucci doing
bag
this.
charm, yeah.
Next week is gonna be Versace with the blackface.
You know what's so
Like, come
funny?
on.
When Kalia sent me the article for us to look over, I read the post that people were saying about just things like that. And you know that Adidas had a slave shackle sneaker? Who is buying that?
Blacks.
An actual shackle. Like, who was the marketing team for that?
The marketing team is genius. At this point, it's almost genius.
I think it's fucking crazy.
At this point, it's
Because I'm
almost
like, who is
genius.
their demographic? I don't understand.
Black
Who was
people.
wearing this?
Blacks.
They did eventually stop. No,
Of course,
you
they
don't-
stop once it dies down and the sale's finished, and they take it off and then they put something else up.
I don't know about that. I think they stopped the sale right away.
No,
Same
they
thing with
didn't.
the sweater.
Same thing with the sweater. Same thing with the Prada bag the other day. Same thing with H&M and the monkey sweater. Same thing with
And you know
all
what
of
else
them.
too? I'm not gonna hold you. I think that sometimes things are a little more. I mean, listen, I'm gonna just say it, and maybe it's just me. We're living in a very sensitive era, and I feel like maybe that sweater was necessarily something that could be offensive. What if the sweater was red and it had purple lips? It's just different colors.
We would be offended still.
That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't think that it's I don't think that, like, to me, a turtleneck that's black with red lips. I don't think that that is offensive. I think that something like that it looks crazy, and some people just go to that. But I don't think that that was Gucci's intention. I could see that being someone seeing the design of that sweater and not thinking it's. I'm serious.
It's not blackface. The
I'm-
big
because
lips.
It's a black. It's not big lips.
It is big lips.
It's not big. It's just red.
It's red big lips.
It's not
over the
big.
thing. Marie, you seen the picture?
Yes, I've
Look
seen
again.
it.
You have to look
Pull
again.
it up.
It's in our chats.
Yes, look it up.
Even though we don't really have time for this, but Marie wants to be ignorant because she's a fashion addict and she wants to believe the best in people.
I'm not being ignorant. Thank you, Kalia.
That's not big lips? What white woman have lips like that? What white woman have big lips like that? Come, that didn't go to Lavish Laser.
Oh God. All right. Okay. It's exaggerated. All right. I just saw the picture today for the first time. God. Sorry.
You shouldn't have brought it up. Once you seen I was ready and prepared.
That's true.
You should have left me.
Because you ain't never been ready for shit. So
You know, I'm gonna be
now that this is a subject that you actually
ready.
read about. Okay.
Yeah. It's exaggerated for a reason. They just wanted the rise out of us. It's like, honestly, at this point, it's like almost like nothing personal. It's just business.
Well, they stopped it right away.
All right.
Let's not get you.
You know, I be getting riled
Your
up.
pressure. Your pressure.
You know the pressure. You know the pressure.
You know you got high blood pressure. Take it
You know the
easy.
pressure, all right. And you know, I can't leave the booze alone.
Sad. Black people.
My cousin supports me now.
Yes, I see. All right, let's move into the hot topics because we're doing a short. So we're doing a short show tonight,
We're
including keeping us.
trying, but to get to TV, so we have to start practicing doing shorter shows.
Okay, why you gotta be so aggressive with me though?
You know what? I was in the middle of the aggression. And I
And
was
then you
like,
realized it, and you try to pull back. It was too late.
yeah.
All right, so now we're gonna talk about some hot topics. Let's talk about your boy Bow Weezy, your boy Bow Weezy and his girl Kiyomi, and that bullshit.
That's her name?
Kiyomi, yeah. Her name is Leslie something, but her Instagram or her famous name is Kiyomi Leslie.
Oh,
I'm not mad at it.
I'm not mad at it either.
All
It
names are made up, right?
It rolls.
If you think about it,
So-
all names are made up.
Kalia,
Even your name. My name is Janet.
in
too.
your best voice. What
Yes.
happened,
So this is third
Bowie?
try. Third try is gonna be probably the
So
best one.
over the weekend, so that would be Super Bowl weekend. So over the weekend, Bow Wow and Kiyomi Leslie were arrested
Bow Weezy.
for alleged battery from each other. But a lot of updates have come out since
Oh,
then. So the 911 call was leaked. Where she called in and talked about being physically assaulted and she wasn't able to escape. She was being held hostage. He was hitting me. and was hitting me in places where he said no one was going to believe you.
I told y'all.
Which, when we saw the mugshot, Bow Wow
I told y'all.
had apparent, obvious bruising
Mars,
to his
yeah.
face. So that was in the 911 call. She also said to the police, she also said on the 911 call that when police showed up earlier, he and two of friends allegedly kept her inside the bedroom, refusing to let her speak to police.
See?
So she was fighting back tears. So that's on TMZ if anyone wants to listen to it.
Poor Bendito.
See, I'm ready to fucking talk about he's being abused by her because he got more marks than she does. Get out of here.
Cause Mark is a Mark.
Talk.
No, I'm not gonna tell a story.
Audience not ready yet?
No, fuck it, I'll say it.
Oh,
Yeah, I'm not afraid for talk.
okay.
So
Go ahead.
when
Delora.
we give you a privilege, and you
They can hear you,
God.
You can't cover your mouth. Excuse yourself. Say the story.
So back when I was going through my situations, and I found my car on the block of the woman that slept with my husband. Block, right?
Leave the papers alone.
So, because I'm getting
Yes.
nervous talking. Is that
Go
weird?
ahead. Just go ahead.
Okay. So, anyways, see my car on her block. She's outside. I'm like, yo, give me the keys. Because when I left him, I left everything. So, you give me the keys. She said, no. I rushed her. We start fighting.
Right.
Call the police. I know that, if you press charges, you press charges.
Right.
Everybody
goes to
arrested,
jail. Right.
And she had a warrant. Well, this company was looking for her. Anyways.
Yeah.
The cop comes now across the street to me, and he says to me, I was like, well, I want her to get arrested. And he says to me, the only person getting arrested today is you.
Sorry. I remember that story.
He said, first of all, you're on her block. That's trespassing. You don't live here. Second of all, have you seen her face? Mm-hmm. He was like, you are the aggressor. She has marks. You don't. So the only person getting arrested today is you.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
So marks don't mean nothing. I was emotionally marked.
Don't beat yourself up. Mark yourself physically right now. Calm down.
Just because I fucked her up doesn't mean that I wasn't scarred.
But that was my point. That's what I was trying to say. Like, I was trying to say that, she fucked him up because he had scars and she didn't have scars. And I told you how I feel about Bow Wow from the get.
You give a good example of him, a good description of him.
He's entitled and he feels like everyone should be perfection. That's why he hasn't found anybody yet. He's looking for perfect. And he's far from perfect. He's a fucking entitled, you know what I'm saying? Like he grew up famous.
From a child.
Known to answer to. Mm-hmm. So he's probably used to getting his way. I think he should get his way all the time. Probably thinks that women are beneath him. And so when I saw the picture, I immediately thought to myself that she was probably fighting him from choking her.
That was a good one, like choking her.
And she's scratching him to get off of her.
I never thought of that.
That's immediately what I thought.
I thought she fucked
So when
him
Eric was
up.
saying that, I was like, no, I don't believe that. I believe that she's probably trying to get him the fuck off of her. I mean, he's a man at the end of the day.
That's true, and they're
Come
naturally
on.
stronger.
And she's shorter than him. Just because he's shorter than me, some people can't be shorter than him. I see them together. They're about the same height.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. I mean, she probably got the only weight she probably got on him is her big titties and her ass. Which is, that's not good when you're fighting. Because that holds you back.
It must be a maneuver.
I don't know why everybody's assuming that she was the aggressor there.
Yeah.
I was instantly on her side. And this is what I'm talking about with women. Women stick together.
Instantly be on the woman's side.
Stick together.
And even if it's wrong, we'll figure it out later.
Exactly.
But for the public, we got to be on each other's side.
Just like a good couple.
That's right. All right. J-Lo. Okay, I need to have, in the beginning of all, short time stories or real life stories.
Right.
Be like, the opinions of this segment is not those of, hold on.
Okay, sorry.
It's not those of the host or the people and blah, blah, blah. Whatever that is, that's what I want to say.
Why?
So, I want to revamp that.
Okay. To say?
It doesn't matter what we about to say. We still
What's
love
with the accent? Just go with it. Sorry.
No matter what we're about to say, we love and are obsessed with J-Lo, but we have to tell the truth. Bon, fair?
I mean, listen, J-Lo, the actor, and the fashion diva are two different people.
And the singer.
I don't know about that.
The thing is, even though you don't know about it, and whatever your personal opinion is about her,
I think she's an amazing entertainer. And I think she knows how to get her money, and whoever's managing her, they need fucking accolades beyond.
And they need to come help
Because
us
the fact that she is she went from being a backup dancer on that show, what's the name of that show? In Living Color. To being, you know what I'm saying, worth however much million she's worth now. Come on. She took that shit and ran with it. A little 2 steps, then she singing, then she acting, then she, not there. You know what I'm saying?
But
Like,
yeah, no,
she's a great entertainer.
She's a great entertainer.
She's a great entertainer,
Yeah.
and she dresses very well. I would
my
love to
God.
fuck up that closet.
That closet.
Give me a day.
I
Give me
would
10 minutes.
I would have 9 orgasms.
Mad coats, all that.
Ooh.
Yeah, I'll fuck with it. And her and Derek Jeter. Is it her and Derek Jeter?
Oh,
A-Rod.
so sexy.
Who's she with?
Whatever
One of the Spanish
two of
baseball
them
players.
sexy.
He looks good, and they look great together. Yes.
All right.
And the twins are cute.
Hello.
All that being said,
But.
Kalia said it's A-Rod.
Oh.
So I was half right.
Yeah. Same thing.
Half right like he's half white. Anyway.
But. This is
Her
not a fake
doing
apology.
the Motown. I'm sorry, boo.
I'm not
Who
into it.
called this shot?
Where is Lauryn Hill?
Is she
was not
signed to-
available?
You know Lauryn Hill would have been there late. No, the fucking 3 days later.
But she would have gave a good show.
Of course, no one would have been there to watch it. But
so
yes.
what? I would
Yeah.
be there, Lauren.
I think
Lauren
because she
called me.
signed to Motown. Is she still signed to Motown? I don't know. I'm trying to figure out the rhyme or reason why this is being done. I don't know.
Maybe because they try to think of like the Hispanic
I'm
culture
sorry.
as African American.
I just don't
like,
understand.
we're
That's the
all
first
one.
thing too. And I say that Motown is only for blacks, but real talk is kind of built on the backs of blacks.
So really?
Black singers, black music. Why is J-Lo the go-to person for Motown?
Maybe once again they're doing it for the controversy. See, everything is for controversy anymore. You don't even know what
If
to
everything
believe.
is about fucking clickbait, then let's not give up on life.
But don't give up on life. I would
Because
die.
who got time for that? Who got time for that? I don't have the time for it.
We have time.
No, I
We
don't
would
have
have
the
nothing
time.
to talk about without them.
The clickbait, right? Maybe we wouldn't have a show.
Yes. All right, fuckboy time. This is gonna be deep.
So we don't know if everyone's seen this fucking show on Netflix called Abducted. What's it called? Abducted what? Hello.
I'm sorry. I got so distracted.
Abducted.
Ooh, that pissed me off.
What's this?
Look at it. I'm sorry.
All right, so, okay. Abducted in what's it called? Oh, Abducted in Plain Sight.
Abducted in plain.
Let me listen. If
sight.
y'all have not, by the time this airs,
Yeah.
if y'all have not seen this
Abducted in
movie, this movie,
is amazing.
mind
It
blowing.
gives you fairy tale. It gives you reality.
So
it
the
gives
premise of the story is this:
Go.
a neighbor, okay, a little girl, 12, is abducted. 9. Is she 9?
She was 9 when she
She
met
was
him.
12. Okay, well, let me start. A 12-year-old, the thing of the story, the premise of the story is a 12-year-old girl is abducted by her next-door neighbor.
Mm-hmm.
This neighbor befriended her entire family. He was married with kids. He became friends with her parents. And, you know, they became very close. Like, he was almost like her. They had a very
Second father. She said that.
avuncular relationship.
Yes.
So, you know, she trusted in him, of course, like
And-
any 12-year-old girl would of someone they considered to be a father figure.
And the mother and father trusted him. Everybody
Right.
trusted him. He was a trusted figure in the family.
So the fucked up thing about this story, I don't want to give too much away. Listen, fuck it, we here. If y'all ain't watch it, y'all should watch
Exactly, at this point.
it. Spoiler.
Spoiler.
So the neighbor,
Carrie, thank you.
this man, the way he was able to abduct the 12-year-old was because he basically manipulated the entire family. He seduced the mother, and wait for it, the father too.
Everybody got a piece.
No, you ain't
So
hear
what
me.
he did.
He seduced the mother and the father,
So what he did basically was create.
who wasn't gay.
Yeah, but he didn't know that. So when he was like, he covered all angles to get to
All
the little
angles.
girl. And when he abducted her, you know what? One of the parts. I know I'm skipping.
Finish that sentence first.
So he seduced the entire family. So let's say the father was gay and went with it. then the father would leave the mother and bring his children. If the mother
Yeah,
was
he went
with
from
it,
every angle, right?
Yeah, he went from every angle to get the girl.
Yeah.
Right?
He's obsessed with this girl.
Obsessed with it. And the major thing of the story is that he abducted her twice.
Yeah.
Right? The same man abducted the same little girl twice from the family. But one of the things that I caught, that I watched it with someone and for the second time, and I realized that they didn't catch that the first time the little girl was abducted, right? She says that when he slept with her, he put an inch of his dick in her. He didn't fuck her all the way.
Right.
So when she was found and went back home and they ran all the tests on her, they saw that she was still a virgin.
Right, because he didn't break the hymen.
Because he didn't bring the hymen.
Right.
So the parents did not think that he slept with her.
Right, because she didn't tell him. Do you want to know? She wouldn't tell them because he convinced this poor child.
Yes, go ahead.
That they were abducted by aliens, and her mission was to now procreate with him.
Yeah.
This is what happened when he stole her, and they were in a trailer home.
At 12 years old.
Now,
As a child.
This is the thing about molesting situations and why it's so sad. It's because, it's that famous saying about loyalty coming from someone who's close to you. The worst thing about someone who's disloyal is it comes from someone who's closest to you.
Honey.
So you're not seeing that coming, and there's a 12-year-old child, the mind of a child, you're very easily manipulated.
Yep.
And they grew up very religious. I think they were Latter-day Saints. And religion plays a huge part in brainwashing because you're already trained to go one way and, love thy neighbor.
Yeah.
And, you
And
look
I
up to
feel
the
like
men
there's
in your
so much
family
different denominations of religion
as leaders and shit.
because they do that to edit it to please whatever it is that they want to do. So, you don't believe in divorce, so now we're Christian or Catholic, whatever one it is. And you don't believe in this,
No
now we're
religion believes in
Latter-day.
divorce.
No, that's a whole nother. We can't get into that right now.
Go
That's
ahead.
how the Christian and Catholic Church became.
You're saying in general, religion.
In
Okay.
religion, that's how the two churches became. I don't know if it's the Catholic Church or the Christian Church, but that's how the other church came into play because they got a divorce. The king and queen
okay.
got a
Right,
divorce,
okay.
and that's how it came. So it's almost like Chris Rock has a comedy special where he says white people change the rules as they go along. So it's not fit me.
No, that's what I'm
let me
saying.
change the rules. So
No,
like
yeah.
you said, religion plays
It's a huge part.
A huge part in it, and the ignorance of religion plays a huge part in it. But at some point, it's almost not acceptable for you to say I didn't know.
You know what?
I didn't, as a parent. You're that naive?
Yes. There are people that are that naive. There are people that are that naive. Now, she said she forgives her parents and she knows they made huge mistakes. They made very, very, very many mistakes. Like at one point, now, when they were abducted and on the road, FBI became involved, and this FBI guy was so mad at the way the parents did the situation.
Handled it. Because even the FBI agent said he
could've
never
got
heard
them.
of pedophilia.
Right, let me finish. So, on the road or whatever, and he told them, well, they were gonna catch him, but they took their statements back because the father was so embarrassed that he jerked off the fucking guy.
I'm so glad you said that.
He seduced him. He made him jerk him off. Yeah.
So,
and he wasn't gay.
So what the guy did to manipulate the father was he took him out one day and he was like,
He hates his wife.
He hates his wife. His wife isn't pleasing him.
And he needs to get a release.
And he just needs to be relieved.
And can he release him?
Can he
What the fuck? Yo, this nigga must have been charming. Yo, when we talk about this story between us, I always say that, it's not funny, but I say that pedophiles should erect a monument to this nigga because he was good.
He was and then
he was good.
He had an 8 or 9 month relationship with the mother and was telling the mother to divorce the father. You'll get the girls.
Mm-hmm.
If you get a divorce, you'll get your children, and I'll put.
Meanwhile, he's spending the night in her bed and then going to go fuck the girl because they still have their mission.
Yeah.
Okay.
To procreate.
For the aliens.
It's sickening.
It's sickening. And he didn't even go to jail. When I tell you this motherfucker was good.
Yeah. He wasn't good.
He got off.
He wasn't.
He was good and lucky.
I'm sorry. He was very good.
And
he
very
did
lucky.
it in the right time. And
because like you said, the FBI said he never even heard of pedophilia at this point in time. This is like in the 70s. This is set in the 70s.
60s, 70s. Yeah.
Right.
That's when it was.
So he didn't know what pedophilia was.
So
it was a whole brand new thing for them.
Yeah. That's crazy.
So crazy. It's a crazy movie.
But you know what? It's almost,
you need to watch it.
But it's almost like
I was in Mexico watching that movie.
No,
they was like, go to bed. I was like,
it's in all our families. It's
That's
in all
true.
our families.
Right.
It's the family that the uncle touched touched you, and they're telling you you're lying, or the uncle saying,
I
"Oh,
never understood
you
that.
were a fast little
I
girl."
never understood
or,
that. Why am I gonna lie? What
even,
the fuck?
You know
I'm
what,
12.
You know what irks my spirit in life? When I hear people say, when I hear 30-year-olds say, "Oh, well, back in my day, the young girls was dealing with old niggas, and that's
All the time,
all
yeah.
the time in high school." So I'm like, okay, so let's say that was 15, 16, 17. To keep the numbers even. Let's say 15 years ago, you saw a young girl being picked up by an older man. Now you have had 15 years of life. You probably have a child now at this point.
You still feel like
in
that?
the last 15 years, you never had an aha moment to say, "Oh shit,
Right.
I watched a pedophile
Right.
pick up a minor."
That is the scariest part of it.
And how do I now protect my daughter or teach my daughter to when he comes to her, when he's ready to groom her, or when she's in a pedophile's eye, for her to see it and then not fall victim to it?
Maybe they don't have daughters or they don't care.
Or sons. Your son. You know what I watched one time with Tyler Perry?
Yeah, that's true. Or sons.
I watched that with Tyler Perry one time, and on Oprah, and they were like, one of the things that guys do to get little boys is he'll say a gay pedophile will say to a little boy, "Oh, I'll give you $100 if you show me your dick," and it's a little boy. So he's like 12, 13. He's like, "Oh, that's all I gotta do?" And he's not associating gay because he's not a homosexual.
Right.
So he's like, "Oh, okay." He gets the money. He pulls up his pants. He shows him his penis and put it back. And then that's like the entrance of it getting worse. Because he's thinking, "Oh, I'm getting over on this man by just doing something that's not affecting me, that I don't feel." And
it's
that's
the thing
one
about
of
it.
the
It's
ways.
like, yes, well, obviously we're saying that, younger kids are a lot easier to manipulate, and they have to be able to look out and see. It's hard. There are adults that are manipulated, so it's like, how do you?
The movie.
Exactly.
Hence the movie. So how do you get around that? I just feel like parents should kind of get out of their own heads and their own way in, "Oh, it can't happen to me," and almost run like almost.
Well, I think in this day and age, I think parenting has gotten a lot better, and I believe, or I hope so. I hope that those conversations are being had now.
It isn't though. It has and it isn't.
I think there are.
Parenting is getting better, but I don't feel like most parents even know how to train their daughters
to have that conversation.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Or how to train their daughters to say, "Listen, if a guy says to you, 'Oh, I'm gonna go buy you some candy,"
right?
They're not thinking it's something, because once a child is unaware of their body, and they're unaware of sexuality until there's normal sexual.
Until it's pointed out to them.
Yeah, until it's pointing out to them. So a child is thinking, "Oh, candy, I'm going to go get some candy."
Right.
"Oh, this adult who I trust."
But I mean, that's why you're not going to tell your 11-year-old, "Don't get candy from a stranger," because he's really trying to groom you to have sex with you.
I'm going to.
What is this?
I am going to. Listen, gorgeous. Don't take no candy from nobody, because I'm going to fuck you and it hurts. That's what I'm going to tell my child. Fuck it. We need to be extreme. We live in extreme times.
I mean, nigga, you ain't never lie.
We live in extreme fucking times, and you have to let your child know, like, there are bad people out there, and candy isn't candy to everybody, and money isn't
like I
money
said,
to
all
everybody.
kids learn not to take candy from strangers, but I guess you have to tell them the
Not
who,
to
what,
take
why,
money.
where, and when.
Not to
candy
take
too.
Candy,
They
money.
say don't take candy.
Don't take money. Don't take a ride.
Don't take nothing.
Don't take nothing.
But I'm saying, that's what I'm trying to say. Those are conversations that are had with children. You tell your children, don't talk to strangers, don't take candy from strangers, don't get in a car with a stranger. Those are conversations that are had.
Okay, but remember, also, 9 out of 10 times it's not a stranger. So now you have to tell your child.
Don't take candy from Uncle Bobby.
So if Uncle Bobby comes and picks you up, if Uncle Franco.
Read the papers.
Sorry, OCD. If Uncle Franco, my brother, comes and picks you up, and he doesn't know the password, whatever.
But that's what I'm saying. Those are conversations that are had. They are.
No, they're not.
The password conversation, I've been hearing that commercial since I was young.
But nobody thinks to do the password conversations with family members that you know. Uncle Franco's over every weekend. Uncle Franco's there for Christmas. Uncle Franco has given me gifts already. So if I come out my school and Uncle Franco is there waiting for me, I'm going to get in Uncle Franco's car.
But you know what also? First of all, don't talk about my brother.
No, please, not my brother. Don't mix me. I'm just saying. Don't mix my brother.
You mixed him, bitch. I didn't say shit.
Oh, well, don't say him name. Let me say him name.
Anyway.
Don't join in.
So I'm not. That's why I'm saying don't say it. This bitch is out of order. Let me call Franco after this.
Don't join in.
Anyway. What I was gonna say.
All right, because it wasn't making no sense. Anyways,
No.
as I was saying,
Listen, you going on and
I'm not.
on your rants.
I'm not going
And
on
I'm
my
trying
rant.
to say that my point was I was gonna say is that if there is an Uncle Franco, that connotation is you know what Uncle Franco does. So that Uncle Franco ain't gonna be picking up shit. That's my point.
Yeah, my brother not picking you up.
Okay, that's what I'm trying to say.
But just in general, which is why I use that as an example, it's always a family member. It's
9 times out of 10, yes.
Yeah, 9 out of times out of 10, it's a family member. It's a friend. And both male and female. It's someone that you know in your.
I don't
family
think that those
doing
conversations
it.
are not had. I remember having those conversations myself.
I've never had those conversations.
Well, you know, Mommy was very nice. Listen, you and Franco grew up very piano recitals in Benetton. Yeah, I ain't know shit.
Ooh,
I didn't either.
Okay. You have us up.
Never.
I'm just saying
making
that.
a point.
I'm just saying that when you have your child, believe them because the child doesn't know what they're
Right.
talking about. Believe your child.
And I
when the
don't,
child speaks to you.
that kind of parent, I don't understand. I don't get you.
Yeah, I don't understand you. And number
Very
2,
confused.
just train your children to only trust, not only trust you. Of course, they have to trust people.
It's a dark world.
It's
we're
such
living
a
in.
dark world.
I'm homeschooling my baby.
Honey, and you. I'm not doing that.
I'm
But-
homeschooling my kid.
Oh, 5 minutes. To just
Yeah.
train your child to have, like, y'all have to have a system so things like that doesn't happen. So when they're being groomed, or if a pedophile chooses your child, they realize that that's not the one to do it with, and they'll move on.
Yeah, my child's gonna question everything.
Yeah, question everything. Question everybody.
Question everything
all
and
the
believe
time
nothing.
until it's time to believe.
And
then-
only believe me.
Exactly. Amen. All right, guys. Sorry we went off for that rant.
That's it. We're wrapping up.
Yes.
So, next week we have a special guest,
Yes, we do.
so we won't be lonely.
We won't be lonely next week.
Yes.
And we will let you know next week.
Follow us on the Fashion Addicts.
Yes.
Fashion and Fuckboys.
Hello.
Subscribe and like and comment on our channel, Fashion and Fuckboys on YouTube.
Exactly. And last but never ever least, S.STREET Media, who makes this all possible. Thank you for watching.
See you next Thursday.